You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. I gotta run this by y'all real quick here. Kroger is having a few issues, y'all, because somebody posted a story here on social media where Kroger was closing 2 Southern California stores over $4 per hour hero pay ordinance. Kroger then responds with this tweet: grocery stores operate on razor-thin margins, and these mandates increase our operating costs by 20 to 30% depending on market, putting any struggling store in jeopardy. Okay, folks saw that, and then, they decided to whoop their ass. First of all, this is the CEO pay for the Kroger CEO, Rodney McMullen. He made $21.1 million in fiscal year 2019. All right, so they hit him with that. Okay, all right. So let me show you this here. Y'all gonna really crack up after this one here. Then they also posted this about Kroger. Kroger dropped in this statement Kroger's strong fourth quarter performance and how well that they did. Okay, so they hit them with those receipts on social media as well. Well, this is the one that I really cracked up. Kroger had a conversation with investors. Their fiscal 2020 highlight: identical sales without fuel grew 14.1%. Digital sales grew 116%. Their brand sales are $26.2 billion. Their operating profit was $2.8 billion. Adjusted FIFO operating profit of $4.1 billion. It's a little hard, Eugene, to make the argument, oh my God, $4 per hour for employees increase is going to somehow drive us out of business when you did $2.8 billion last year.
I mean, look, I'm not privy to how Kroger operates their business model. I know, some supermarket chains operate on a store-by-store basis, although they may have a parent company. But most supermarkets are small businesses. Many of them are franchises. While the Kroger Corporation made that $2.8 billion across all their stores, what may affect one market one way may affect something a different way.
But it's not wise, Julian, to try to clap back some folks bringing up, how much, this is just going to cause us, this is going to raise our expenses 20 to 30% when you're touting your numbers to Wall Street.
Roland, here's the thing. Food costs have gone up. Anybody who has gone to the grocery store in the last year has seen food prices tick up for any number of COVID reasons, but for other reasons. And this man is making $789,000 more than the average employee. This is absurd. Eugene, I'm going to have to dismiss your argument out of hand when you talk about, store by store by store by store. It's a corporation. It's a national and international corporation that is essentially making money from hungry people, from people who need food. And the heroes pay that the counties have asked for is nothing more than fair. When we look at what's been going on, these supermarket people, despite COVID, have gone to work, wear their masks, do their things, restock the shelves, take care of us when we check out, and often are subject to abuse. I was at a grocery store the other day, Roland, I'm going to take your advice one day and start carrying my camera around. I did tell this white person, I said, have you ever heard of Roland Martin? She said, why? I said, because you would be a crazy-ass white person. But anyway, she would not put her mask on. And I said, ma'am, would you please put your mask on? She told me no. And my phone was in my pocket. I couldn't get to it in time. But long story short, I've seen these employees ask people to wear their masks. They won't do it. $4 is the least we can do for them. Kroger is full of it. I have never stepped my foot in a Kroger, but believe me, after this, I won't do it again.
It's just never it's just sometimes you just want to just keep your mouth shut, Avis, when you're responding to people on social media, because they will pull the receipts out on you real quick.
Oh, serious receipts here. And then, I was looking to try to look up those numbers again. Was that $2 or $4 billion in profit?
Operating profit, $2.8 billion.
So roughly $3 billion in profit. Profit. That's like after expenses, bro. Okay. Nearly $3 billion in profit. And they are sitting here whining about providing heroes pay. Let's also put into context a couple of things. Particularly when this pandemic situation started, the data that I've seen around consumer spending is there was a huge jump in consumer spending right at the beginning. And most of that jump was with grocery stores. Remember, people were going, stocking up, getting everything, all the paper, all that stuff. Then what we've seen since then is we know that the people who were those essential workers in grocery stores were literally putting their lives on the line. Some grocery store workers have literally caught COVID and died during this period. It is a dangerous job to be working at a grocery store in the middle of a pandemic. Hello. So the fact that these people are dragging their feet around providing an extra $4 an hour for heroes pay, which I do believe that literally does describe a hero if you're willing to risk your life so other people can eat, okay? When you're running around here trying to brag about the fact that you have nearly $3 billion in profits, it's absolutely ridiculous. This should be a public relations disaster for Kroger, and I'm hoping that those sleuths on social media do everything that they can to make sure that it is.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.